Welcome, friends. Oh boy. I am Josh Potter, of course, here to do the Josh Potter Show once again. Thank you so much for joining us. A couple things off the top to plug. West Palm Improv. Got a couple of tickets left as we are in the final hall here. March 21st is when that show's going down, so get your tickets. All the links up on my Instagram at Josh_Potter or my Twitter at J_Potter. Right in the bio, you can get the links to all my shows, and I've just announced a couple more. June 9th and 10th, I'll be back in the state of Florida, the great state of Florida, and I will be at the Orlando Improv on the 10th and Tampa Bay Improv on the 9th. It might be flip-flop. I can't remember. They were literally just announced. Go to my Instagram, my Twitter, and find those tickets and all the links and all that kind of thing. You can follow me on Twitch as well. I'm playing video games as this great state of California is shut down. Twitch.tv/Josh_Potter. And also want to keep you abreast of the merch store, merch.ymhstudios.com. There's, yes, all the dates. The 9th, I'm in Orlando. The 10th, I'm in Tampa Bay. So I did flip-flop them. I apologize. Get the old baseball announcer out later. But today, I'm very excited because we have a wonderful special guest. It is International Women's History Month, and we just celebrated Women's Day. So I brought a woman. A very funny, brilliant woman, too. Sara Weinshenk is here. Hooray!
Hi. Yay, I'm so happy to be here.
What do you have coming up, Miss Weinshenk?
Okay, well, April 1st, April Fool's Day. Put on your funny hats, guys, because I'm coming to San Diego, American Comedy Co. It's going to be super fun. Come out.
Yeah, I'm doing that on the 3rd, actually.
Oh, yeah.
That same 2 days later, and I don't think the tickets are on sale yet, so I didn't plug it, but...
I don't know if mine are on sale yet either, but just look out for that, San Diegans.
That'll be fun.
Yeah, we're going to be taking over the San Diego
They always
area.
put us... That's the second time they've put us, like, 2 days away from each other.
I know.
It's wild. Just let us do all the days.
Yeah, just let us do all the days.
What else do you have going on, or anything else at all?
I have my podcast, Shenk, SHENK. It's on Apple. It's on Spotify. There's a YouTube, Sara Weinshenk YouTube. You know, follow me on Instagram and Twitter, Princess Shenk, Princess like normal, and then another SHENK. I also have merch on my Instagram under the highlight tab.
Awesome.
Yeah.
And Sarah's very funny. Go check out her podcast. I've been blessed to have done it many a time. And also, Sara, one of my first friends in Los Angeles. Did you know that?
I thought maybe.
You thought so?
Well, I wasn't like, I'm definitely one of Josh's first friends in Los Angeles. But now I'm like, oh, that makes sense because we hung out.
Yeah.
I feel like, how long had you been here before we started hanging out?
Not long at all. I mean, Flappers. So I guess like it was right away. I mean, I got here probably like just months before I started coming there. Every Thursday we were doing Christina's shows.
Yes, and you know I love the chicken there.
Oh my God, that's right. You are obsessed with the chicken.
The chicken at Flappers.
That's 5 stars.
You come
Yelp
for the
review.
laps, stay for the chicken.
I've thought of you during this quarantine because we can't go to Flappers now and you can't eat your chicken.
Well, I will say that Christina did Venmo me some money to get some chicken from Flappers.
Oh, for takeout?
Yeah. Because it was open for takeout.
Can you do Uber Eats Flappers?
I don't know, but their kitchen is insane. Whoever's in charge there is a culinary genius.
It's so true. And you're the first person to introduce it because, you know, you go to Flappers. It's not necessarily, I love it, but it's not necessarily, you know, the premier comedy club in Los Angeles. But then you go and you eat their food and you're like, whoa, this is like wild.
Yeah, dude, their food, incredible. Also, their salmon, not bad. Shocking. Like the Flappers salmon. Like
I have not had it.
It's incredible. They also have mashed potatoes.
The fact that they have salmon and chicken and things like that, whereas you go to a normal comedy club and it's like, you want tater tots?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
It's just a fryer.
Yeah, it's just a fryer or sometimes even an air fryer or like a microwave, like you said.
Yeah, I mean, the comedy
brutal.
store's food, it's like, they have on the menu, it's like hot nuts. Like, how is that even on the menu?
I don't know. That's on the menu?
That's on the menu. They have like 5 things. It's like hot nuts, chicken strips that they heat up, And like fried like mushrooms. They added that recently. They're like, we have vegetables now.
Fried mushrooms. I used to get those at a carnival. I thought you can only get them at like Six Flags.
First of all, carnivals. I've gone hard at carnivals.
When are we gonna ever get a carnival again, you think?
Honestly, I wouldn't trust one if it popped up.
Yeah, you wouldn't go. That's a super spreader event.
I mean, carnivals in general. First of all, I have a theory that the COVID-19 started from carnies.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Not from bats, like they're saying.
No.
Carnies.
No. Yeah.
Okay, do tell.
Yeah, I just have a theory. I'm just like, they just seem like kind of unsanitary, the whole lifestyle. I remember specifically being on a Ferris wheel. I almost said wheelchair. I'm a little stoned. Ferris wheel. And
a wheelchair?
A Ferris wheel. I remember specifically being on a Ferris wheel at a carnival and seeing a part of the ride just fall off while I was on it.
That's my ultimate. I used to watch, before YouTube, there was like a thing called Real TV. Do you remember that TV show?
Oh, yeah, I do.
And every episode was a person falling out of a Ferris wheel.
That's so scary.
I don't understand how you can fall out of one, though, unless the thing came off its bearings and you started spinning around and such.
You know when they rock back and forth and you're like at the top? I remember just going...
Yeah, that's the thing.
Like at the top of a fucking...
If the bottom isn't weighted, it could start coming off of, like, in the bearings become messed up. It could start to like twist you around. So I can understand that.
Question.
Yes.
Where do you think carnies store the goldfish?
I mean, just in a truck. They're all in bags in a truck. That's why they die right away.
In a cooler?
Maybe a cooler. I don't know if they get a cooler necessarily. I don't even know if they care enough to put them in a cooler. They might all just be in a tank. Yeah, there might be a bucket.
Box.
Yeah, there might just be a paint bucket with all of them in it. But I always thought carnies were like more nefarious than they were. Like, you're just saying they spread COVID because they're gross or whatever.
Well, because like they don't have teeth a lot of times.
Yeah.
Their hygiene seems questionable. I mean, I hate to attack the carny community.
I used to interview carnies
canceled.
all the time when they'd come for the county fair. When the county fair would roll into town, I'd go do Know Your Carny, and I'd interview the carnies and have people try to guess their answers. And they were all very much characters, but I thought deep down underneath it all, they were just human traffickers. Like, they were all like, "Oh shucks, I got no teeth," but then like, you know, when the lights go out, they steal women and they put them in their trailers, and then they drive to the next town and they sell them.
Throw them in the funhouse?
Yeah, they throw them in the, like, one of the, what's that called? I can't think of rides right now.
Gravitron?
Yeah, they throw them in the Gravitron.
Do you know what that is?
The UFO? I called it the UFO.
I called it the Gravitron. I never went in it.
It sucks you back and then you're standing there, right? And the floor drops out.
Everybody says that ride was so cool, but I was so afraid.
It's not bad.
I was afraid to throw up in front of my crush.
Yeah, that would suck.
It's because it like sticks. Because I heard if you throw up, it would just stick.
Well, yeah, you'd throw up. I don't even know if it would come out of your mouth because of the centrifugal force. You might choke on your own vomit. It could be of death. Yeah,
and I heard that could happen. And my crush really liked that ride in middle school. So I was like, I'm not taking my chances like that. I'm not throwing up in front of Mike.
That's hilarious. You wouldn't. Maybe it would have kept it down though, because it wouldn't have come out of your body.
I don't know. The Gravitron was questioned, or that spinny that thing. A lot of those rides, in hindsight, seem really dangerous.
Do you know what I realized at an older age? As I started getting older, I couldn't go on the spinny ones anymore because I would just throw. I would literally walk off and throw up. Yeah, it was like, what's happening to me? Why does age do that to a person?
It's like, I don't know. It's like I have neck pain.
Yeah.
For like a fun time.
When you're a child, you can get tossed around. Like, I went on this wooden roller coaster at Six Flags by my house back when I was a kid. It was called the Predator. And
the names.
Yeah. I remember my parents used to be like, I can't go on there. It fucks up my back or whatever. And I would go on it and I'd be like, what are you talking about? I'd be flying around. But now if I go on it, it's like, I guess I'm just not made out of cartilage anymore. So it just breaks every bone in my body.
No, it's completely fucked up.
Yeah, it's wild how those things still exist. And then to put insult to injury, those carnies, they show up to a town once a week or whatever, and then they just slap the rides together.
Yeah, it's
and then
like Transformer rides.
Yeah. They're like, and you're just a guy named like Caleb or some shit is just putting it together. And then
Lou.
Yeah. So I don't know how they don't kill people more often, frankly.
I'm actually amazed that carnivals still exist in this
modern times.
In modern times.
No, yeah, they haven't been canceled or what have you for murdering people.
Yeah. Well, mostly just, where's PETA about the goldfish?
No one cares about the goldfish.
Nobody cares.
It's almost like they're not sentient beings.
It's almost like that.
Yeah. It's like winning a cactus.
Yeah.
Which is also
actually,
alive, technically.
A cactus would probably live longer than those
No, it
goldfish.
100% would, but I'm saying like people would just be like, oh, I won this little succulent and then just like throw it. But people probably would take better care of the succulent, come to think of it, than they would a goldfish.
I won a goldfish at a carnival as a kid.
How long did it last?
Years.
Did it get huge?
It got big and it was gross, and they have those string poops. Do you know what I'm talking about?
I do,
When you see a fish shit and you're like, ugh.
Ugh. And then you have to imagine like swimming. That's why I never liked like bodies of water.
Bodies of water aren't for me either.
You know what I mean? I'm not going in there.
Also, the beach.
The beach is gross.
The beach.
It's like my worst idea of a vacation.
That's what I feel too. My
Yeah.
friend invited me to a beach cleanup, and I was like, nope.
A beach cleanup?
Yeah, I said no.
Oh, what are you going to go pick up license plates and tires and shit off
I haven't cleaned my room in a few months. Clean up the beach.
Yeah, I can't imagine doing a beach. I don't want to go to the beach to like enjoy it, let alone go clean one up. God
Yeah.
damn,
The
the nice boy clock
bathrooms?
has ended by then.
It's dirty time.
You had no problems. You had no problems with the nice boy clock.
What's a nice boy clock?
Well, it's the first 10 minutes of the show. You see, I was getting a little out of pocket, and YouTube was suppressing me. So I had to put a little nice boy clock up there, so I just keep it for 10 minutes, chill.
Wait, what?
Yeah.
You have a nice boy clock?
Yeah, it's over now. That was Alexis Fox, by the way. People are asking me who the nice boy clock alarm was. It's Alexis Fox.
Okay.
We've both done her show before.
Yeah, her show is really fun.
But back to the beach, yes, it's a disgusting, terrible place, and
Nothing good happens.
Yeah, only white trash people go there, and I'm gonna stand by that.
Yeah, I'm going to stand by that too. The
Good, I'm glad you're
bathrooms at the beach?
There's bathrooms? I thought you just go shit and piss in the ocean.
Well, that's why you do, because the bathrooms at the beach are so horrible. You're like, I'd rather just piss in the ocean.
Do you think human beings, when they shit in the ocean, make string poops too?
No.
No, it just comes out normal.
I think it just comes out normal.
These people who go into the ocean and just piss their pants, what the fuck happened to you?
I've done it.
What is it like to just wade in your own piss then?
I go way out. You got to go way out. That's
Yeah,
the
but then
trick.
you're just like, while you're pissing, it's around you.
But then you move.
That doesn't compute for
And
me.
then water comes and
I don't-
cleanses it. It's not like stagnant
How
lake.
do you know? Do you have like meters and stuff or like
Listen.
diagrams?
Listen, if you don't pee in the ocean, you're missing out because so many other people are peeing in the ocean.
Well, that's why I
because
don't like it. That's why I
it's
don't
just
go
one
in it.
public restroom.
That's why I do not go in the ocean. And
And
plus the fish pissing and
The
peeing and pooping
seagulls,
in them too. Everything.
they're
And then
like attack birds.
in boats that just dump their piss and shit off their boats probably. No, I'm not going in the bodies of water. Screw that.
Bodies of water.
Any of them, lakes, rivers, all of it. Keep
Oh,
me
I feel
away
like
from
river
there.
people. That's trashy.
Yeah, river. I mean, I grew up near the Niagara River, and it wasn't one where you could go necessarily swim in it per se, because you would get swept to Niagara Falls and die.
Oh,
Yeah, a lot of people tried, and they would fail. There would be a search for them then, and then the search would end when their body would come up on the rocks, Niagara
That's
Falls
why
is awesome.
I would
for
never
that.
want to date an adventurer.
Yeah, why would, I mean, would you go on adventures with them then? Is that what you're saying?
No, I don't think so. It's like, can you get your adrenaline fix somewhere else? We don't have
Right.
to go swimming in Niagara.
Yeah, there's like a point where you're not allowed to swim anymore because you're dead. You will die.
Wow.
It's intense. Or you can't even ride your boat to a certain part in the river because it's the point of no return, they call it.
That sounds chill.
Yeah, Niagara Falls is one of those things. Have you ever been there?
No.
It's like they say, and I've done this. I mean, this is kind of weird, but they say if you stare at it long enough, it makes you want to climb into it.
Damn, I want to get high and stare at
Yeah,
Niagara.
I've done it.
So can I do that online too?
I mean, I guess you could, but it's not. There's some aura about it when you're standing next to this huge waterfall, because you can get pretty close to it, and it's made people, like they say, want to climb in because they have like security footage. There's been countless people who just like they'll be sitting there like staring at it, and then all of a sudden they just climb the railing and just walk into the water and die.
No.
Yeah.
I gotta look this up.
Yeah, dude, trust me.
Okay. I believe that because when I was in Sedona, for some reason, I was on little mushrooms, but I thought, I want to fuck this mountain.
You wanted to fuck the mountain?
I wanted to fuck the mountain. And then I looked it up online and it was like, some people upon seeing this mountain have strong sexual desires in regards to this mountain. And I was like, I had that exact experience today. It was like, I just said that. And after I said it, I was like, I can't believe I just said that out loud. What does that even mean?
What would that entail?
I don't know. I just like couldn't get close enough to it.
You wanted to like...
I wanted to get up in it.
You wanted to get up in it, or you wanted it up in you, like the whole mountain? It was like
so pretty that I just wanted and like had such good energy. I was just like, I just want to get up in this fucking mountain.
To bring this all full circle, I saw a thing where it's like, you know, people want to fuck inanimate objects, and a Ferris wheel was the subject of one.
I mean, that seems rickety.
I mean, hey, I don't know. I cannot wrap my brain around wanting to fuck.
Where would you
a thing like that? Where would you put the mountain? I mean, I guess you have to.
Oh, the mountain. I feel like it would be easier to fuck a mountain than a Ferris wheel.
I guess it's phallic.
A tilt-a-whirl.
I think the other one there was one that was like one of those salt and pepper shakers, you know, where it's very phallic looking. So maybe that was the case. But it is Women's History Month for the record.
Thank God.
It is, yes. And we just had Women's Day or what have you, the big day. Did you do anything to celebrate?
I didn't even know we had a day until the day came. And then I was like, when are you going to let a bitch know?
Didn't even get an email.
They're like, what is this collective? Now there's all these holidays you don't even know about. It's like, and other people know about them. I don't know how people even find out about them. It's like National French Fry Day. And people are out here celebrating weird holidays.
I'll tell you, my mom celebrates all those, or she posts about all those. So she has like a special app on her phone that tells her what the day is.
No.
She'll be like, do you know it's Bagel Day?
No.
And I was like, had no idea.
No, if you Google it online, sometimes I would look up and you can find it. There's a day for everything. There's like a Boston cream pie day. And you're
every
like,
day
what?
is something. And then if you're a food or what have you, you got to get on that. You got to look for an open day and find it so you can make your big day. But we have, this is very special. We're going to celebrate two very special women. We'll wait till the end of the show, but I wanted to talk sports with you.
Oh, I love the sport.
Sports. Was that me yelling fuck? That one was a little intense. But that one comes to us by way of Queef Horowitz. Thank you so much for sending that in. And thank you to Mile 45 for the instrumental we had earlier. I neglected to thank you for that. But wild stuff in the sports world. I wanted to, speaking of women, we talk a lot about broadcasters on this show. And there's a particular woman who is calling a basketball game and left her mark on the world. I want to, we have a video of it, do we not? I do believe. Say hello to Annie, by the way. Have you met Annie?
Hi.
Oh, he's not going to talk to us now. He's doing 1,000 things at once.
I hear you loud and clear. What's up, Sarah? I'm going to play this video for you real
What's
quick.
up? I can't wait.
To know when to come. So Chris does a great job. You're going to punch from behind and get some piece of it. Like, it's not just when you come, like, it's how hard you come.
So there you go. I forget who. Do we have the name of that woman? I thought I had the article here, and I do not. But breaking...
It's Doris Burke.
Doris Burke, that's right. How could I forget? Doris Burke breaking down the glass ceiling and calling an NBA game and making sure we know that it's not when you come, but how hard.
How fun.
Yeah, no, wonderful. Leaving an indelible mark on all of us with her call of the game. The Clippers versus the Bucks, a big high-profile game as well. And it's tough probably to be a spouse of one of these broadcasters, a male broadcaster. They're constantly on the road. You know, it's kind of like being a comic. You know, they're always gone. They're at away games. You know, they're eating at a steak restaurant, probably getting wasted. And you have to worry about them, I'd imagine, you know, if you were the wife of one of these guys, if they're philandering or whatnot.
Philandering.
But this man right here, he decided to shout out his wife on the broadcast.
How many times, they got a little tangled up there. Adam, sure. How many times are we going to this monitor, man?
Yeah, it's 4 or 5 times today. Yeah.
Let's go to the monitor. Go to the monitor. It's like watching a movie with my wife. It's like pause. She keeps talking. Okay, pause. What now? Pause. What now? We don't need to keep going here. Let's just get through this.
It's a little projecting there.
Yeah, he has some unworked through marital.
Yeah,
issues.
he just is like, it's like my wife who doesn't shut the fuck up. Yappity, yappity, yappity. Good God, just shut up, lady. Anywho, second quarter about to begin.
Oh my God, that was amazing.
I can imagine him just getting unprompted doing it, just being like everything is coming up to it. Is like, and there's the assist from Giannis. Oh boy, there's a foul there. My wife's pussy smells foul. Okay, so anyhow. Just doesn't even relate.
Yeah.
It's like, it's not even spelled the same, sir.
He's just dragging his wife
the
whole time.
Constantly.
Making analogies.
I just want to, that'd be the guy I tuned in for the broadcast, though. The guy that's just like, this guy just, all he does is trash his wife. There's no insight into the game. There's nothing. He just decides to trash his wife the entire game.
I love that. Then he goes home. He's like, hey, honey.
Hey, babe. What do we got tonight on the television? What are we going to watch tonight? She has no idea. She doesn't even watch the sport.
Yeah, probably doesn't.
But yeah, so those are the videos we have today. Now we've talked about sports. You've asked me about sports and things like that, and I've tried to like relate them to something that you enjoy.
Yeah, the only thing that I did enjoy was The Last Dance.
Yeah, that's right. I forgot about that. I did key you into that documentary. Tell us what you enjoyed about it.
Dennis Rodman.
Okay.
I was like, he's a star. I get his appeal. I wanted to know more about his relationship with Madonna.
Oh, you didn't know about that, eh?
No, that piqued my interest the most.
Do you know he was with Carmen Electra shortly thereafter as well?
Was that covered?
Yes. I mean, maybe not in the doc, but in the world it was. It was like Carmen Electra. Remember when she was like bouncing around? She was like with Dave Navarro, and then
she was out there.
She was out there. It was like pre-Lohan.
Okay.
So this is like, she was the it girl, and she was with Dennis Rodman. And I think they got married, and I believe if you Google this, Dennis Rodman wedding dress, they got married in Vegas, and he wore a beautiful gown.
I love that. Yeah, no, I just love, I love his personality. I find him really entertaining. Oh my God, look at that.
Yeah, is it with Carmen Electra, I do believe? Go to that one up there in the top corner, the second one into the right. I believe that's it, eh? Am I just blind?
Wow.
Beautiful. This was all the rage.
Exquisite.
This was all the rage.
He was living out loud.
This one says he married himself.
Oh, okay.
Which is even better than marrying Carmen Electra.
He was truly ahead of his time. If you think about it.
Yeah.
Gender bending right there. I mean, he was like, you know how people are like, they float gender fluid. He was like, I'm going to be both the man and the woman and marry myself.
That's fucking pretty dope.
Yeah.
I mean, I also liked in The Last Dance how Michael Jordan had a beret on when they went to Paris. Yeah. That was one of my big takeaways.
Well,
I was like, that's so cute. He's like playing it up.
While Dennis Rodman is sort of a fashion icon through his eccentric ways of life, Michael Jordan is notoriously known as a shitty dresser.
Interesting.
Can we pull up Michael Jordan fashion? Can you Google that? I want Sarah to see some selections, because this is like a big thing. I mean, just all of this is bananas. He wears like oversized jeans and like really just like bizarre stuff.
Look,
I mean, like,
that's very 90s.
It is very 90s. I guess that's true. This is 90s, but you got to do like current day. Like, he just dresses like a psychopath in some of
Really?
it. Like, do Michael Jordan like current day fashion or something like that, or like, it's definitely a thing that people have noted. Look at that one there, right at the second row, second in. What's that one all about?
Oh, that's wild.
Look, it's just weird, right?
That's
like,
a wild outfit.
It's not even that like eccentric. It's just silly. It
just
like, what are you
doesn't really
doing?
make sense.
Yeah. It's like he's.
Yeah, look at him there. He's like, I'm Michael Jordan. I can do whatever.
Yeah, that's true. It's like, I'm so rich, I can just dress like an idiot.
Yeah.
But one thing that, kind of falls in line with this, and I think that you would enjoy, is the fact that a lot of players get this moniker known as the diva moniker.
Okay.
where they're just like locker room poison. They're like all about me, my stats, my endorsements, that kind of thing.
Yeah.
And the Pittsburgh Steelers are dealing with this kind of in a deluge sort. They had a wide receiver named Antonio Brown who became a huge diva. Turns out he became a big psychopath and started abusing women and things like that. So he was jettisoned from that team, traded away.
Okay.
The guy behind him is a gentleman by the name of JuJu Smith-Schuster who stepped into that role. And what he did, he's become one of the biggest TikTok stars in the NFL.
Okay,
so now
I'm not mad at him.
No, right? So, I mean, and he's kind of sweet and fun, and he plays on Twitch and things like that. So he became a fan favorite. But now his dancing has started to become a problem because he started dancing on opposing teams' logos, and then the opposing team would see it and be like, oh, you want to fucking dance, bro? And then they would destroy him. And so the team was like, hey, man, could you chill on that dancing thing? You're like inspiring them to fuck us up more.
That's so funny.
And he was like, this is my brand. This is what I do. So he kept doing it. And they
No.
lost like 4 games in a row.
No.
And then the fans started turning. They're like, stop fucking dancing.
No.
Yes.
Is this for real?
This is for real. So now JuJu Smith-Schuster feels unappreciated. He said that he might want to move on from the Steelers and get traded. Behind him is a gentleman by the name of Chase Claypool, who people are starting to give the diva moniker as well.
Okay, what's his deal?
Well, his deal, this is where I don't know because he's so new. I don't understand how he could be the diva moniker, but the Steelers' own website has suggested diva tendencies, and I'm going to read this here. The Steelers know how to find great receivers. They also seem to know how to handle diva receivers. A recent article on the team's official website suggests they perhaps have another one. This is the expert from Bob Labriola of Steelers.com. So this is the official website of the team. It says this. Claypool didn't need very long to establish himself as a difference maker, as a receiver capable of making plays down the field, and he was the offense's primary deep threat throughout the season. If there was a negative, it was that it seemed as though Claypool's diva quotient increased consistently over the course of his rookie season. Whether that turns into a problem or comes to be viewed in the future as growing pains will develop over time. Diva quotient, I don't even know what that fucking means.
Well, this is the thing. As a diva myself,
Yes, I was hoping you could shed some light.
I did request multiple beverages upon arrival. I got Red Bull, I have coffee, I have water. If I wanted to, I could continue to add.
You were offered alcohol, seltzer.
Oh, seltzer, yeah.
Yeah, that was the other. I mean,
I didn't want to get the moniker.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, we praise divas, I feel. Like, because here's the thing. When I like football players, I don't like I'm an American made, I'm going to go out there and work hard. And I hate all that dumb Captain America bullshit where they're like at a children's hospital afterwards too and shit. Like, get over yourself. Okay. I like the guys who they get DUIs, they fucking smoke weed, they fail drug tests, and then they break records. Josh Gordon is my favorite football player. He owns a bunch of records, but he can't play in the NFL because he just loves weed too much.
Wow.
Yeah, he smokes so much weed. He's failed 9 drug. They've tried to reestablish himself in the league like 9 times, but he smokes so much weed that they keep kicking him out.
But like, why can't you just smoke weed and play football?
That's exactly the point, Sarah. Ding, ding, ding. See, she gets it.
Come on.
I think it's going to change over time, but at the moment it's considered like, a drug. So it's up there with like heroin or what have you.
Well, that's a mistake.
It's a big mistake. And they'll pump pills down these guys' throats or give them cortisone shots, but really like they could be using weed in a pain management aspect too.
Get some CBD on these motherfuckers.
Yeah, they all have CTE and they all fucking do pills and shits, and then they end up shooting themselves in the head when they're 55. So we can curb all that with a little weed, I think.
A little weed and less whiskey. It's like, imagine being hungover. You're going to play a worse game hungover than you are high.
I used to know, I'm not going to name names. I used to know a few football players who played a little hungover to the point where they had a little bit of this the day of the game.
No.
Yes. That happens more than you want to think. Yeah. I mean, I do too, but I never was a professional football player.
Got my Red Bull.
Are you hungover right now?
No, after I went to Austin.
Do you drink?
Not really.
I was going to say.
When I was in Austin, I drank a little.
Okay.
I drank more than I've drank in a year.
Because you were out.
I drank twice, which is, for me, that's a lot.
Yeah, I haven't, I've been on my Twitch stream shotgunning beers, and I've forgotten. I was just gonna have a normal beer last night, like where I open it and just drink it like a human being. And I was drinking it, and I go, "This isn't as fun." So I think I'm like addicted.
Just shotgunning beers, like you're like cutting into them with
with a knife. Yeah.
No, you've gone fully rogue.
Yeah, I cut into it, and then I'm doing it in my bedroom too. I'm not even like outside, but I no mess.
That's like
not a drop spilled.
That's like fraternity brother.
I've gone off the deep end.
Like, then do you do like a weird Greek chant?
No, I've never been in a fraternity, so I didn't know they do that. But
they do.
I just am used to doing it like next to a campfire.
Oh,
like usually it's like
rugged.
A person's like it's outside in someone's backyard by a campfire or what have you.
Yeah, I feel like I was around a lot of fraternity guys who would shotgun beers, and then they would say, I'd call them frat guys. And
would they go like, easy, Augie, easy? What is that fucking chant? You guys know it in the back there?
No idea what you're talking about.
You guys are cool. You wouldn't know this. It's that shit they did at the end of the Man Show. Remember that where they, what is it? Do you know how it goes?
The Ziggy Zoggies.
Oh, yeah. It's fucking gay.
No, I remember these frat guys would be like, you can't call it a frat. Would you call your country a cunt? That's what they said.
I hate frat guys. Today's Josh Potter show is brought to us by the fine folks at Hellofresh. These guys have more or less saved my life. I got to tell you, I'm just eating completely different thanks to Hellofresh. I'm not doing the fast food thing anymore, and it's saving me money, as a matter of fact, not eating out all of the time. And I don't even have to spend too much time in the kitchen with my drip of a roommate lurking about. It's wonderful because HelloFresh, they've cut out the stressful meal planning, comes with grocery shopping and things like that, and parsing out different measurements and things. They get all of that out of the way because it all comes to you ready to cook and enjoy, and it takes about 30 minutes or less. I mean, it's no time at all. And also, they've got up to 25 plus different recipes. Each week, there's something for everyone to enjoy. So, I mean, I've been going all over the world, it seems, trying different varieties of things. I mean, it has been, I keep going back to the Korean meatballs, but there are things I try at least one new one each week, just to see if there's something else out there I like. I am a creature of habit though, so I do tend to go back to the ones that I enjoy, and you could do that too, or you can just keep going. I mean, the options are seemingly limitless. It's unbelievable. Unlimited options for HelloFresh. So go to HelloFresh.com/JoshPotter12. Use the code JoshPotter12 for 12 free meals, including free shipping. That's HelloFresh.com/JoshPotter12 with code JoshPotter12 for 12 free meals, including the free shipping. HelloFresh, America's #1 meal kit. I've got, speaking of drinking though, I don't know if he's ever going to be in the Hall. I think he would be in the Hall of Fame, but he's a superstar baseball player, Johnny Damon. He won the World Series with the Red Sox back in 2004. Eventually played for the Yankees. He got a bit of a DUI, and it led to one of the greatest videos I have ever seen. Now, we've seen in the past year a lot of body cam footage, let's just put it that way, leading to some terrible things. This one doesn't, let's just preface it, it doesn't end with a black guy getting shot. So that's already, we can laugh. Let's just let your guard down, America. We can laugh at this video, okay? So let's hear it.
What's going on here? Why is she getting out?
Because we saw you following us. And
Yeah,
we're like, okay.
It's a traffic stop. You don't get out of the car in a traffic stop.
What traffic stop?
Do you see the police lights?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It just happened right
Yeah. It's called a traffic stop. How much have you had to drink tonight?
A little bit.
Just a little bit?
Yeah.
All right. So,
Yeah.
a couple reasons I'm stopping you. One, while I've been behind you, you've left your lane multiple times. Just say it. Okay, while I've been behind you, you've left your lane multiple times, and you actually struck the curb at one point on Main Street. And then the stop sign back there, you stopped all the way past the stop bar, the white line on the ground, you have to stop behind it. Hey, shut your door. Stay in the car. Stay in the car.
Right.
Stay there. Hey, stay there. Sir. Sir, stay back over there. Listen to me. Step over there.
Okay,
Stay in the car.
Okay, all I'm
Stay
saying
in the car.
I'm saying
Go.
is
Stay in the. Get back in the car.
Can you pause it for a second? This is where it would have been actually hilarious if they did start shooting all these people. Would anyone have been like, How dare, like, there would have been no marches for Johnny Damon.
Yeah, no. Okay, his
wife, I think, yeah, wife, girlfriend, yeah.
Out of control.
No, yeah, for sure. And she causes the melee here as it keeps going. Continue, please.
Stay back there. Hey,
I'm telling her to go in the car.
go. Stand over here.
Hey, we are right there.
Stand over here.
We are right there.
Get back in the
We
car.
are right there.
All right, it's
Get
fine.
back in.
I'm going to talk
Get
to
back
the...
in the car.
All right, don't touch me.
Yeah.
Don't touch me.
Let
Don't
go. Let
fucking
go.
touch me. Don't touch me.
Let go.
Okay.
Don't touch me.
No, hey, stop. Stop.
Fighting one, two, actually.
Hey, we are at
Stop.
home
Turn
right
around.
now.
Turn around. Turn around. Turn around.
We are.
Turn around.
Then walk home.
Hey.
What are you doing right
Hey.
now? What
Face the car. Face the car.
This is my favorite part.
Face the car.
I am not doing anything right
Stop trying to pull away from me.
I'm not.
Yeah, you are. You keep walking away.
Hey,
Keep hands behind your back.
believe me, I am Blue Lives Matter.
Blue Lives Matter.
No.
Blue Lives Matter.
Look at our license.
Step over here.
We have Blue Lives Matter. Look at our license.
Look at our license plate. Blue Lives Matter. They think that's going to get them out of this melee here. No, Blue Lives Matter, man. Johnny Damon he's also been on The Celebrity Apprentice, by the way.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he was a member of one of Donald Trump's staffs, I believe right after he retired from the Yankees. But yeah, so, I mean, he was very clearly wasted. And then, like, at some point down the thing, yeah, he kept saying, believe me, I'm a Blue Lives Matter. He kept saying, I'm a Blue Lives Matter.
His wife was fucked up.
He's like, what are you doing? They were both fucked up.
Yeah.
I mean, I've heard Johnny Damon talk many a time, and I've never heard him slur his words. Johnny Damon, at one point when I lived in Cleveland, was playing for the Cleveland Indians, and I think we had him on the air for one time, and he's one of these guys that's like, you know, he makes everyone like want to be around him, want to hang out with him. He's very charismatic, and I didn't know that he was getting so fucking sloshed in his old age here. But yeah, some of the quotes from there. I mean, this is like a 15-minute traffic stop video. We've cut the highlights from it, of course. But he says at other points, he's like, what are you doing right now? We're all for cops. Guys, we're all for cops. He kept saying that too. He also brought up his politics. I'm a good guy, and I know people are trying to target me because I'm a Trump supporter. And then the cop, I remember that part of the video, the cop's like, that has nothing to do with this. You're wasted. Damon, of course, played 18 seasons in the big league, spending most of his career with the Royals, Red Sox, and Yankees. He was a two-time All-Star, two-time World Series champion, winning the title with the Yankees in 2009 and the Red Sox in 2004, as we covered. But Johnny Damon, I got to get that Blue Lives Matter drop from him there, Annie, because that's what I'm going to start doing when I get fucking pulled over.
Yeah, we should all do
I don't drive anymore, so I haven't gotten pulled over in 3 years. But, man, I would have done that in a heartbeat. I would have been like, Blue Lives Matter, bro.
Blue Lives Matter.
That's so funny.
Yes, that does it for sports. Let's go to the news now, shall we? Ooh, boy. Yes, it's time for the news, Sarah.
Can't wait.
And you traveled to Austin. Was it snowing down there when you were down there? Because I know they've just had some snow.
No, I went after it was thawed out.
You did? Uh-oh, this story could ring true for you if you did enough exploring. The headline reads, a body of a missing man found buried in the snow outside of his New Jersey home.
Murder.
I don't know if that's the reason. Maybe he could have just fought. Like, this has happened coming from a snow-buried hometown of Buffalo, New York. This is something that occurs often, like maybe a middle-aged single guy or something is shoveling his driveway, and then he like has a heart attack and then falls into the snowbank, and then the snow covers him, and then we find him in the spring.
Ugh, I dropped my cell phone in the snow once.
Yeah? Did you find it?
A kid found it, but I got really lucky.
A kid found it and returned it to you.
Kid found it and returned it to me, but I didn't even know because it was in my pocket, then it was gone.
And then it disappeared in the snow.
In the snow.
That's how this body fell.
Yeah, I get it.
Yeah. Sometimes children too make tunnels in the snow, and then it collapses on them and no one knows where they went.
I've never heard of that before. Are you sure?
Yeah, I mean, these are all things my mother would warn me about as a child.
Okay, that's like when my mom was like, don't go in the refrigerator.
Don't go in the refrigerator.
I wanted to so bad.
The inside of it.
The inside of the refrigerator.
Because it does close and then you can't open it again.
Then you can't open it. And then there was also a Punky Brewster episode where she got stuck in there.
Was that old school fridges? I feel like now you can push it from the inside.
I don't know.
Because those old ones had those latches where they'd be like ka-dunk and then you were fucked.
Just stuck inside.
Yeah. I mean, people used to do that in when they would be left out in when you leave one out in the road, you have to take the door off it so that a kid doesn't wander into it and shut it.
Is that something you have to do as a responsible adult?
I believe so. In New York City, at least, I know that's the case because I would always see fridges on the side of the road in New York City. I'm like, what's the deal with, why are they all missing doors? Like, what if you wanted to like lift that? And they're like, you have to take the door off of it to put it outside.
That's crazy.
Yeah, it's for the reason your mom said. But did you want to fuck the refrigerator like that mountain?
No, I remember thinking the inside of the refrigerator looked cool.
It does, but when you closed the door, did you realize the light went out?
No.
That's the thing.
That's the scary part.
Yeah.
You want to be in the fridge all dark.
Right.
The
you
produce.
want the light on. But here, Andrew Fraioli, 40 of Lindenwood, was reported missing by his parents. Oh, okay. So he's a 40-year-old missing reported by his parents after he walked out of his house on Sunset Boulevard during the mega storm, which covered parts of the North Jersey area and over 30 inches of snow. According to a release from the Wyckoff Police Department, he was last seen by them around 8 p.m. So his death is under investigation by the Bergen County Prosecutor's Office. This seems like mafia shit, kind of. They haven't come to any conclusion in this article as to how he's passed away. But I mean, I remember episodes of Sopranos where they'd throw the bodies into the snow. That's how you can. It's like a temporary burial.
Yeah.
It's tough to get forensics.
I didn't watch Sopranos.
You didn't?
I remember trying to listen while my parents watched it downstairs.
Well, I just watched it for the first time during quarantine.
And I got to get on that.
I mean, if this keeps going, you might as well, right? It took me like 2 weeks to watch the whole thing. It really didn't go by. It really went by very fast, I should say. Yeah. So, yeah, I mean, I just thought while you were down there in Austin, maybe the snow was melting. Maybe you found some things coming out of that because they're not used to the snow down there.
No, I mean, yeah, one day of the snow for me is enough of the snow.
Yeah. You're from here, right?
Yeah, I'm from here.
So your snow is like a foreign concept to you.
No, I remember when I was like 12, my parents were like, let's go to Palm Springs and we can see some snow.
It snows there?
Well, there was like a tram that you can take to the mountains.
Oh, I see.
We went up there. There was a little bit of snow. They're like, now hold it. And that was our Christmas card. My sister and I holding like a little bit of snow.
Like a ball?
Yeah.
That's so wild. We always do vacations where we get away from the snow. So for me, it was like, it's December and and there's a palm tree. Like even coming here, I remember I was one of those people that would see a palm tree and be like, oh my God, it's January. You know? Pathetic. Rube stuff. But elsewhere in the news, this one's also involves a bit of murder.
Murder.
This British billionaire has been charged with the murder of Namibia after a member of his staff was reportedly shot dead following a drunken argument. Though this is at the barbecue. This story has everything. This is the one that's at the barbecue. So a British billionaire shot an employee of his dead in drunken row at barbecue. That's what the headline reads. And I forget what all the details here are, but this is an interesting story. I'm gonna tell you a bit of a tale here, you see.
I can't wait.
Harvey Bolter, 51, is said to have scuffled with the manager of his 66,000-acre farm. If you got a 66,000-acre farm, what are you angry about? I don't understand.
You're a murderer.
Yes. So this was during a barbecue on the evening of February 27th. This man suggested that the man who runs his 66,000-acre farm, that the daughter-in-law, Leonie, owed him sex in return for a favor. So this is a guy that's like his grounds crew manager.
Okay.
And he's like, your daughter-in-law needs to fuck me.
That's wild.
Yeah, so he's having this discussion. Mr. Van Wyck, 54, is said to have stepped in after Mr. Bolter pulled out a gun and was trying to wrestle the firearm from him when it went off. A single shot reportedly passed through the billionaire's hand before penetrating the stomach of the victim, who died en route to the hospital. Mr. Bolter was arrested shortly after the incident at the remote property. The businessman is known for revealing that former Tory Defense Secretary Liam Fox had taken on close friend Adam. I don't know what that means. This is a story that I don't understand. The businessman is best known for revealing. I don't know.
Well, this guy, he looks like someone who would request sex. Like, his energy in the photo I saw of him was off.
Yeah, that's a guy that's like, I can't even get laid and I'm a billionaire.
Well, he's like, I'm a billionaire and I still pick out shitty artwork.
Yeah, he's like, I can't get fucked and I have billions of dollars. You should fuck me. That's like so wild. But yes, I want to see here what else happened. I mean, this story, when I was reading the like feedback from this story, it was much more salacious. Oh, okay. So this guy, this man, right, who we just saw on the screen, Harvey Bolter, he agreed to let the newlyweds, the daughter-in-law and the son, I suppose, of this hand that runs his 66,000 acre estate. That man's children were getting married, and they worked on the farm as well. They build their home and property on the farm. So now he's saying, like, you know, I'm being gracious and opening up my farm to you to get married on it, and the bride should fuck me. Very Game of Thrones.
Yeah, that is really Game of Thrones.
That's like Walder Frey shit.
That is crazy.
So he said, Harvey, who was very drunk, said that Liani, the bride, would have to have sex with him every other night to repay the favor.
What? Every other?
Yeah, and the husband obviously objected to that, and they began to argue. Harvey then pulled out the gun, and that's when the father came in to try and get the gun off of him. They wrestled, it went off, the guy died.
Which one died?
The dad of the bride and groom.
Oh, so it's not a good...
Not a good outcome.
Not a good outcome.
Murder.
That is wild.
Yeah, so this guy's been arrested. Hopefully he rots in a fucking jail for the rest of his life, you know?
I wonder why he wanted sex every other night.
Not every night? You know, because he's like, listen, I'll be chill about it. You can fuck me every other night. It's not every... I'm not saying every day.
Every other night for the foreseeable future.
And maybe, you know, you have a one-off here and there.
Yeah.
God, imagine getting that fucking shit-faced, though, and, like, maybe he didn't even really, like, mean that. Do you know what I mean? Have you ever been blackout drunk and just done wild shit where you're like, I did that?
That's why I had to stop drinking, because
really?
I would do shit like that.
Like what? Like demand sex from your daughter-in-law?
Like demand commitment from my ex-boyfriend, like at a bar.
Just every other day commit to me.
Yeah. Please, just love me.
That's wild. Yeah, I mean, I would do that in college. I would black out and people would be like, you fought Jim. And I'd be like, what? Why? I love that guy. Why would I try to fight him?
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, no, I accidentally got pepper spray on my boyfriend's penis while drunk.
Wait. I mean, you have to tell that story.
Okay.
You were drunk, though.
I was drunk.
And you sprayed the penis with pepper spray?
No, that would be cruel and evil.
Yeah, but I mean, who knows?
I'm not sick. I'm not like Harvey, whatever the fuck his name is.
True.
I was like, just every other day I have to spray your dick with pepper spray. No, he got me a pepper spray and I was drunk and I was like playing with the pepper spray because it has a big red button. I wanted to push it just to see. So I was 18.
Yeah,
I'm like, fuck it. I want to push this button.
Were you indoors or outside?
I was outdoors spraying the Halloween decorations with pepper spray.
Okay.
In a Wonder Woman costume.
Perfect. I love the picture.
Then I forgot about it, you know, got my kicks, put away the pepper spray. I guess it was still on my hands. Went to Del Taco, ate a spicy Jack quesadilla.
Got a little spicier, I'd imagine.
Got a spice in my mouth.
Yeah.
Was still drunk.
Did you taste it?
Yeah, it was like burning. And then I forgot that had happened because I was drunk.
Okay.
Gave my boyfriend a blowjob. He was screaming. covering his penis. He lived in a fraternity house.
Were you just like, my mouth is fire?
Yeah. No, at one point he was throwing milk on his dick.
The milk thing never works.
No. But it was like everyone in the fraternity house was involved. It was a big mistake. It was a bad situation.
I don't think that's a reason to quit drinking.
Well, should I give it a try? No, it's because whenever I drink, I can't drink before I do stand up.
I get that.
Because then I'm just not as sharp.
I tend to drink after I do it.
Yeah, but then I got to drive and I'm a lightweight.
I get high before I do stand up.
I don't get high before I go on stage because I bombed once when I was super high and I never recovered.
So you got to bomb when you're not high, and then you'll be like, it wasn't the weed after all.
Yeah, but then if it is the weed, then I feel like I shouldn't have done it.
I get that. I just feel like I get so, it's not anxiety where I'm like nervous about performing, but it's like, I just want to do it so badly and get it on there and do it and start doing it that I feel like I'm going to explode.
Oh no, I get it.
And so I get high to like quell that.
Yeah, no, I mean...
Otherwise, I'll be chain smoking. I do that anyway. I'll be chain smoking outside before it.
It's the lifestyle being a comedian. I mean, just being in Austin for a week, I was like eating brisket in the green room. I was smoking an American Spirit, eating brisket.
You don't even smoke.
I don't even smoke. I was like, oh man, I'm out here. I'm on the road, man.
Well, it's going to get worse for us with Vices now that we're going to get back out there again.
I'm terrified.
Yeah, I mean, I was like... doing so well, just constantly being on the road or whatever. And now that I've been off of it, I feel like a piece of me has died, and I'll get back out there again and I'll feel like I'll come back to life, and I might go down a dark path.
No. See, yeah, no, it's true. Like I didn't have a vegetable last week for a few days. It's bad. I eat vegetables all the time when I'm at home.
Oh my goodness. I can't believe I forgot to dub Johnny Damon Queef of the Week, by the way.
Queef of the Week. We love to hear
because
that.
We have a wonderful, yeah, we have a queef sent in by Trevor's fiance Ashley to mark who the queef of the week is. So it is Johnny Damon, for the record. I forgot to start off with that.
Queef of the week.
That was a long one.
Is that a real queef?
Sure is. According to Trevor, that's his fiance Ashley.
That's so cute.
That's Abby, by the way, Abby.
Oh God, I can't.
Trevor's
Those new
fiance,
glasses
Abby.
looking pretty pimp though, man. Pretty pimp.
It's not we cannot blame the glasses. It's the lights.
My bad. I'll
It's
turn
just
on the
my
lights
eyes.
next time.
It's my eyes. No, it's my eyes. I did get an updated prescription with these.
I like them.
Thank you. And last week, people know, because last week was my debut of them. And thank you to Blue Blocks for giving me these glasses, for the record. But people pointed out, they're like, he still can't read things. Here's the deal, folks. We can make all the space glasses we want. Daddy's still fucking blind. When you're reading a screen across the room, doesn't work sometimes. A paper over here.
You're nailing it.
I'm trying. So, Abby, I'm sorry. I want to give credit where credit is due.
Give her that queef cred.
Yeah, that's Trevor's fiance with her beautiful queef. Thank you, Abby, for sending that in. And it is...
They sent it in.
Yes, it's the email at joshpottershow@ymhstudios.com. Pleased to be sending your queefs.
Oh my God, how many queefs did you get?
Any? Quite a bit, eh?
Unfortunately, quite a few every time. Every week we get a lot more that I have to review.
Oh my God. So, wow, you're reviewing queefs.
We did a couple of episodes. We've really run through the gamut of queefs.
Queef City, baby.
Hell yeah. Go back through the catalog. You can hear a myriad of queefs.
Myriad in regards to queefs. Myriad's a great word.
Quite a variety of them. There's long ones. There's short ones. There's breathy ones. There's
transgendered ones.
We did. Last week we had a first transgender man queef.
Wow, I'm so glad you guys are inclusive here.
Of course. Of course.
That's important.
What is your opinion on queefs?
I'm not like, I don't talk queefs.
Yeah, you're not like a...
I'm like a lady in like some way. I'm just like, I don't openly, like I would never like record a queef and send it in. Like,
can you do it voluntarily? Because that's what we're learning. I didn't know that was a voluntary thing.
No, I haven't learned that trick yet. I'm still trying to learn how to do Kegels. I feel like that's more important than queefing.
I think Kegels is a slippery slope to queefing.
Well, here's the thing. I'm not trying to queef on command.
I don't know many that were until I started this little experiment of a show.
Honestly, I wouldn't be giving away my queefs for free like that. I'd be like, you got to Venmo me if you want this queef.
Well, I think we're putting these queefs out on a platform, and then people can maybe go out and purchase more queefs if they so choose.
Abby's queefs, baby.
Get it at the OnlyFans near you. But yes, I wanted to wrap up the show by highlighting some women in history. Because it was just International Women's History Day or whatever the hell. Women Day or whatever. It's Women History Month, which follows Black History Month, I've noticed.
That's a new thing, right?
Maybe.
When I was a kid, there was no Women's Month.
That's true. You're right. Maybe it is new because they were like, because I did notice during the George Floyd protests and things like that, white women were like, we're victims over here too, by the way.
Yeah.
Let's do a little Me Too action.
Yeah. Yeah. Let's not forget.
Yeah. BT dubs. Me Too, by the way. Hashtag, let's not give all this I can't breathe business too much attention. Me Too.
Now we get a month.
Now you get a month. And it follows Black History Month immediately, and it's longer, so congrats, ladies. But I wanted to
Feels good.
prove that women can do everything men can do. Obviously, we know this to be true.
Yeah.
And so therefore, I wanted to highlight some female domestic terrorists.
Oh, wow. That was a good choice.
Yeah. And we have two that are on the FBI's most wanted list currently that I wanted to talk about. I believe they're both domestic. One's at least a domestic terrorist. I think the other one is... Oh, no, the other one is most definitely not domestic. Do we want to? Let's start with the international terror suspect, Alam Ahmad Tamimi, not domestic. Yes, she is of a Jordanian citizenship, occupation journalist, apparently. And let's give a little background on her. She's been charged with participating in a 2001 suicide bomb attack at a pizza restaurant in Jerusalem that killed 15 people, including 2 U.S. nationals. 4 other United States nationals were among approximately 122 injured in the attack. So this one, she really got a whole... How many people were at this pizza restaurant? Good golly. She really blew the fucking ceiling off that thing. An affidavit in support of al-Tamimi's criminal complaint and a warrant for her arrest were sworn out under seal in 2013. The U.S. District Court for D.C. and Washington were made public on 2017. The reward for this woman is up to $5 million.
Damn.
So she's got a big bounty on her head. I probably should have saved her for last because her bounty is way much more than this next woman who's on the FBI's most wanted list, Joanne Deborah Chesimard, a domestic terrorist. Here we are, right here in our own backyard. Yeah, she's got a wonderful hat. She's got some, I think those are beads in her hair at the bottom.
Yeah, she's fun.
I love their aliases, by the way. They all have so many. I don't even want to... I mean, there's a paragraph. This is all the different names she's gone by.
Sister Love?
Yeah, was that on it? Yes. Sister Love. That is the most unique of them all. Just other ones are just variations of Joanne Deborah Chesimard. And then over here with...
Sister Love.
Yeah, that's a good one. Sister Love.
For a domestic terrorist.
Yeah. That's my favorite name. For a domestic terrorist.
Yeah,
you know?
It sounds like a good...
Everyone else has like Oklahoma City bomber.
Yeah.
Ooh, how boring. Sister Love. I like it. Do you want to know what she did?
Absolutely.
By the way, if you're keeping an eye out for Sister Love Chesimard, she may be wearing her hair in a variety of styles and dress in African tribal clothing. I don't know that they should profile her that way. Seems problematic, FBI. You're canceled. So Joanne is wanted for escaping from prison in Clinton, New Jersey, while serving a life sentence for some murder.
Murder.
She was found guilty in 1977. She was found guilty for first-degree murder, assault and battery of a police officer, assault with a dangerous weapon, assault with intent to kill, illegal possession of a weapon, and armed robbery. She was sentenced to life in prison, and on November 2nd, 1979, she escaped from prison and lived underground before being located in Cuba in 1984. She is thought to currently still be living in Cuba, and the FBI is offering a reward of up to $1 million for information directly leading to the apprehension of Joanne Sister Love Chesimard.
I want to go find Sister Love. Want to go to Cuba?
I just want to like smoke a cigar with her. Be like, how'd you escape from a prison?
What's the deal, Sister Love?
Escaping from a prison is no easy feat.
No. And it looks like her accessory game is on point.
And she managed to escape in like 1979, and it's 2021, and she still hasn't been caught.
Wait, also, she has another alias with the last name Shakur.
What's
like
that
Tupac,
mean?
like Tupac's last name.
Really?
Yeah.
Good eyes over there. How do you see this? I don't even see it right now.
I'll show you right now.
Asata.
Yeah.
Asata Shakur.
Yeah.
That's cool. That's a smart alias to go for.
She's like, I'm going to go for the Shakur name.
And she also has like Barbara Odoms, like Lamar Odoms.
Yeah, she's on one.
Yeah, for sure. She's got a ton of great ones. Joanne D, Josephine Henderson, and of course, Sister Love, Chesamard. Wild.
Sister Love is so funny.
She has scars on her chest, abdomen, left shoulder, and left knee, if you were keeping an eye peeled, by the way.
Sister Love, is that you?
Sister Love, I see those. Yeah, you just call her name in a crowd. Sister Love. Maybe she turns around. What the fuck? But yes, I wanted to highlight, because not men are terrorists, but women can be terrorists too.
I appreciate that.
Yeah, and I'm glad we had a 4-in-1 too, because I'm glad to see. I thought ISIS for a second, was very man oriented.
They're inclusive.
They are, turns out. So maybe we should be more open-eyed to ISIS. Open-minded. I don't know. Seems like they're doing good things.
So FBI is canceled, but ISIS is the progressive?
Yes.
Love it.
You deduced it perfectly, sir.
Absolutely.
FBI, you're canceled. ISIS?
No, that is not. I'm staying in. There's no way we're keeping that one. YouTube's gonna punch me in the face. I can't do this.
Is YouTube against progressive terrorist groups? All right. So be it, YouTube. It's your grave. No, I can't do ISIS thumbs up. I guess I can't, Sarah. I can't do ISIS thumbs up. Well, thank you so much for joining us on this special day.
Oh my gosh, it was so much fun. I had the best time.
Yes. Do you have any more wild drunk stories? I just thought we'd get that.
I got kicked out of a bar.
You got kicked out of a bar for what? What could someone kick you out for?
I was wearing, first of all, to paint the picture, I was wearing a shirt that said, "Now I ain't saying I'm a gold digger."
Uh-oh.
Because, yeah.
What was on the back?
It was like a shirt and like a gold lame skirt.
It just stopped at that part of the quote? There wasn't anything?
No, it just said that.
Okay.
That's all it said.
Okay.
Because the theme of the fraternity party was grandpas and gold diggers.
I see. So you had the Kanye lyrics.
Yes.
Okay.
And I got really drunk and I saw my ex-boyfriend at a bar. And so I wanted his attention. So I went up to him and took his wallet out of his pocket. And then I got carried out of the bar, screaming, kicking.
They just saw you take someone's wallet, basically.
He's like, "Sarah, give me back my wallet." I was like, "No." He's like, "Give me back my wallet." I was like, "No." I was like, "You told me that I was going to have my college experience without you here," because we had just broken up. And then he showed up to our college party. And I was so mad at him for being there. And then I just took his wallet and I wouldn't give it back. And it was this whole thing. And then I was screaming, kicking in the arms of a bouncer.
Wild.
And then he put me outside. And then I remember I saw my ex-boyfriend leave the bar. He got into a bus. I went onto the bus and was like, "I love you." It was like crazy.
So in actuality, the shirt was false advertising. You were in fact a gold digger because you stole his wallet.
I did steal his wallet. That's true.
probably
Maybe
why they
the
kicked you out.
shirt. Maybe the shirt brought it out in me.
Or maybe they just thought on the back you were saying, "And I ain't messing with no broke."
The inner city blacks.
And they're like, "That shirt's problematic."
Wow.
Yeah, wow indeed. But thank you so much, Sarah. Do plug up whatever you'd like to plug again.
Check out my podcast, Shenk, Shenk. It's on YouTube, Sara Weinshenk.
And I was on 4 times, I think, at this point?
Yeah, you've been on a few times.
Yeah, so.
You've been on, so check that out. Follow me on Instagram, Princess Shenk, Princess like normal, and then another Shenk. Check out my podcast, Shenk, Shenk.
And go see her at American Comedy Company if you're down in San Diego on April 1st.
That's right, April 1st.
I will be down there on April 3rd, but I'm also going to be in Florida March 21st, West Palm Improv. Do come to that. And just announced, July 9th and 10th, Orlando and Tampa Bay, Florida, have been added, all at the Improvs, by the way. So you can get those links up on my Instagram at Josh_Potter or on my Twitter at J_Potter. Pleased to be continuing to buy the merch. Store.ymhstudios.com. There it is for you. There's all of our various selections of merch able for you to purchase. Go do that, please. And by the way, please continue to rate, review, and subscribe on the iTunes. I am very appreciative. People have been screen grabbing it for me and sending me little messages saying that they've done it. I can't tell you how much it helps, so continue to do that, please. If you've already done it, just spend like a day undoing it and doing it again. Who cares, right? Enjoy it. And thank you so much for hanging out with us today, and we'll see you next Tuesday on The Josh Potter Show.
Yay.